Gates are open and they're off. Wounded Ruler takes the early lead. He gets a magnificent start. Christmas Nebula right behind him. Then as the race moves on, it's Christmas Nebula putting the pressure on Wounded Ruler. Flaming Fever travelling off the fence, followed by Easygoing Clash. Smooth Spell making good progress behind Driving Treasure, closely followed by Rustic Royal. Kinetic Star next on the rails. Burst of Liberty in 9th place. Pounding down the course, it's Christmas Nebula, making every post a winner. Then Wounded Ruler and Flaming Fever covering extra ground. And Driving Treasure neck and neck with Easygoing Clash and Smooth Spell, followed by Rustic Royal. In 8th place is Kinetic Star. Next it's Short Strike. Burst of Liberty trailing. Continuing round the track, it's Christmas Nebula maintaining the lead. Then Wounded Ruler, closely followed by Driving Treasure. Flaming Fever in 4th position. Then Easygoing Clash, followed by Kinetic Star and Rustic Royal. Next it's Short Strike, and again the back marker is Burst of Liberty. 3,000 from home, it's Christmas Nebula, still outrunning the rest. Closely followed by Wounded Ruler. In 3rd is Driving Treasure and Flaming Fever next on the fence. Easygoing Clash in 5th place. Closely followed by Kinetic Star, Smooth Spell, alongside Rustic Royal. In 9th is Short Strike. Burst of Liberty still in the last spot. Still going, it's Christmas Nebula, leading without any challenge. Wounded Ruler in 2nd spot. And travelling on the rails, it's Driving Treasure and Flaming Fever neck and neck with Easygoing Clash. Next it's Kinetic Star, then Smooth Spell, followed by Rustic Royal and Short Strike. Burst of Liberty remains at the back. The race continues with Christmas Nebula maintaining the prime spot. Driving Treasure 3 lengths behind its Wounded Ruler, closely followed by Easygoing Clash. Kinetic Star in 6th spot, and Rustic Royal closing in on Smooth Spell and Short Strike. And again the back marker is Burst of Liberty. Continuing round the track, it's Christmas Nebula still in 1st position. Wounded Ruler 4 lengths in front of Driving Treasure. On the inside it's Flaming Fever. In 5th is Easygoing Clash and Rustic Royal in 7th position. From Smooth Spell, then Kinetic Star. Next it's Short Strike. Burst of Liberty continues to remain at the tail of the field. 1,800 metres remaining and it's Christmas Nebula still in 1st place. Driving Treasure 6 lengths behind its Wounded Ruler. Travelling underneath horses is Flaming Fever. Rustic Royal close up with Smooth Spell, followed by Kinetic Star and Short Strike. Burst of Liberty still in the last spot. With 1,500 to gallop, it's Christmas Nebula keeping the front. Wounded Ruler 6 lengths in front of Driving Treasure. Easygoing Clash close behind Flaming Fever, followed by Kinetic Star. In 7th place is Smooth Spell. Next it's Rustic Royal, then Short Strike. Burst of Liberty remains at the back. 1,200 out and it's Christmas Nebula once again in the front spot. Flaming Fever 7 lengths behind its Wounded Ruler. Easygoing Clash in 5th. Rustic Royal making good progress behind Smooth Spell, closely followed by Kinetic Star, and in 9th position is Short Strike. And again the back marker is Burst of Liberty. At the 1,000 metre mark it's Christmas Nebula still in 1st position. Wounded Ruler 6 lengths in front of Driving Treasure. Flaming Fever scraping the paint off the rails, followed by Easygoing Clash. Next it's Kinetic Star. 700 to race, it's Christmas Nebula maintaining the prime spot. And Smooth Spell neck and neck with Short Strike. They run for the money. Rustic Royal putting in a late run now. The final sprinters on and it's Rustic Royal challenging Smooth Spell metres from the line, and it's Rustic Royal putting up a challenge to Smooth Spell as they come towards the line. It's Smooth Spell going hammer and tongs with Short Strike as they race towards the line. It's Rustic Royal putting up a challenge to Smooth Spell at the 250. It's Smooth Spell away with a huge margin. 150 out and it's Smooth Spell well ahead of Rustic Royal at the 100 metre mark. It's Smooth Spell away with a huge margin. Wounded Ruler first at the line. That was a great run by Wounded Ruler. Smooth Spell second. Rustic Royal in 3rd.